Hello everybody, I'm Scout83 and welcome to my Space Engineer survival game. And I don't bring you very many of these, mostly because I like to bring you multiplayer, and I don't have that much multiplayer typically happen in this game. Well, and last time I was trying to, actually it was funny. Last time I was playing with a friend, he actually ran into the back of this ship and put a breach in the back. Luckily I had taken all the oxygen out in order to do some work down there. So I didn't lose any oxygen. Although I just did lose oxygen just a second ago when I came open and someone had left the door open. Which is bad. Well, I say someone. It was either me or my friend, because there's only two of us at the moment. So anyway, I've been up to a bit, and actually that's the Endurance out there. I kind of made it airtight. Also put docking clamps on it so I can dock the two ships up and move freely between them. The Endurance, since it's my only other real vessel, and this thing, which I also put a window in at the bridge and put all kinds of readings on the screens and all this other stuff. Starting to feel a bit more like a ship. So actually, I guess I should go down and show you what I've done downstairs without causing a breach. And I also added this helmet mod, which by the way is an awesome mod, and I'm trying to remember. Oh man, I can't remember the author. I'll look it up for the next time. It's but it's basically it's a helmet effect mod, and I can't remember the name of the mod either. It's an awesome mod. So basically what I did was of course this is the thing, and I need to put lights in here so it looks a little bit more interesting. Just a long corridor, and now I can, when I dock the two ships together, I can just freely walk between these two vehicles, and I completely left that door open there, which is a no-no at any point in time. Okay, there we go. Now I can lock this back up, step over onto the Endurance. See? Endurance. Got rid, and now she's reading all of what's on both ships, because we're basically, this is essentially a merge blocks, so it registers everything, which is fine. And see, now we've got the main point for docking here, and I added a, hold on, there's an oxygen tank in here for extra oxygen support, and then there's actually a airlock system in the back for when I'm not docked to a ship, because obviously if I went out that door I would lose all the oxygen in here if I'm not docked. So some of the things I've been up to: had to move med bay down here so that I could get oxygen support here, so I could refill my oxygen. Actually, I could take off the helmet. That's one of the things I love about this helmet mod, is it just feels more, interesting, because it's like, okay, yeah, I've got a helmet, and then, okay, I don't. And then of course if you're playing like this, then it feels a lot more immersive, but that kind of can be difficult. Actually, it's not that difficult most of the time, plus you get all the HUDs and everything. Anyway, we're on and down here, but I can move freely through here without concern, because I am docked. And that makes me happy. Docking was a little bit difficult, and as I was working on this is when my friend ran. He came in a spawn ship, and the spawn ship was way too big to fit through the hangar doors, and he basically tried anyway. So yeah, that's why that ended that way. Okay, so they just released, just yesterday, from when I'm making this video, because today is Friday. They just released cryopods, which is something I really, really need to put in here. I always get low frame rate. Well, it's not actually so bad on the lower decks. It's on the upper deck I get really low frame rates on. think it's because there's a higher poly count up there. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put. I guess I could put it in the med room. Yeah, I could put it in the medical room. It's gonna take some redoing to make that work. And I really don't want to mess up. Oh, I know why that's there. There used to be the life support mod here. But it was causing all kinds of issues, and it's kind of not really necessary anymore, to be honest. There's a lot of cool things in the life support mod, which I really like food and all of that other stuff, and I put an excessive amount of tanks in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even think I realized I put 9 tanks in here. I think I was thinking I put like 3. Okay. It's a bit excessive. Yeah, you open up this door after you ran into it, and there's just a big hole in the wall here, because he just ran straight into the back of the ship. It was funny. So that's the thing, is I think it's more interesting playing with other people than doing a video where I'm playing alone, because, it's just like, more things go wrong. By myself, I'm more careful, so... because I'm paying attention more, honestly. So I tend to be more careful. But, if you're playing with somebody else, it's not so much the case. And this is pressurized behind this, so there shouldn't be a problem. But when you're playing with someone else... oh yeah, I'm blue. I was trying to remember what color my character was. Not that that's a big deal, but, But when you're playing with someone else, you tend to get distracted and you're not being as careful. Everything. I need to get these turrets all online. Solar output. Okay, now there's a few things I wanted to build. First thing, which I don't know why I came up here, because all my information... Everything's going to be downstairs. Why did I come up here to think about how to build a cryopod? Okay, there's not thinking. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build some cryopods. That's step 1. Oh, see, you got to be careful when you're moving between these two, because sometimes you get hurt. How bad is it? I think I only got, mildly injured. Not a big deal. Okay, so, okay. There we go, cryopod. What do I need? For starters, oh, small ships. Oh, that's right. The small ship mega mod pack. That's where that's coming into the small ships, because I'm like, that's not for small ships. Forgot I had that on here. Let's see now, interior plates, construction components to start off with. I should probably build 2, even though I'm not going to need 1, just in case I have another friend come on at some point, and I'm just not like, oh, there's someone else on here. I better go ahead and I need another pod. Well, if I build it right away, I won't need to worry about that. Actually, I should probably just build it there and there. Actually, if I build it on... If I build a... Oh, you know what? It would probably be better to just build a pipe down over there. No, actually, if I do this smart, then I build a pipe over to there, swing it round, and then build a conveyor, that way I can just keep, later I can just keep going with conveyors and build more pods, and as many as I need, which I don't think I'll need very many, because unfortunately most of my friends have not realized the glory that is space engineers. Alright, let's get this thing going. I needed interior plates, construction components to get started. I'm gonna need more than that. Although I don't know if I really need that many. I'm also going to need for conveyor tubes. What do I need for conveyor tubes and conveyor? Conveyor tubes. I need. Actually, I'll just pull it down here. Steel plates. Steel plates, construction components, small steel tubes. Well, let me get them started, and then I'll use conveyors, which are more of the same stuff. Construction components, steel plates. All right, cool. I'll get it started, and then I'll think about changing it. I should probably turn on my HUD at this point since I'm working. So yeah, so I'm going to build one here. That's where the conveyor is going to be. All right, so that's started. Then what I need is, and actually I need a curved conveyor. Needs to go that way. What? Oh, steel plates. I forgot to get steel plates. Forgot to get some steel plates because they're steely. They're stealing everything. Those stupid steel plates always stealing everything. Those thieves. I don't know if this is entertaining at all. I mean, especially at this point, because all I'm doing is trying to get some cryopods built on my own. As I said, I feel like it's more interesting when there's, you know, when you're playing with somebody else. Okay, so those are built. I'm gonna need another conveyor too, so I'll build that right there for two cryopods. I want to build 2 cryopods for now. Cryopods are really interesting because it's a good, interesting way of saving your character, and it's like in game. You know, most games would just make it so that you can save your inventory when you exit, right? I mean, that makes sense, right? And that's the standard thing. One thing I really love about these cryopods is Space Engineers decided, oh yeah, you need to go into a cryopod to keep yourself alive while you're not online. That's really cool. That's brilliant, really. The Space Engineers team are just great. I really love what they do. So I need a bunch of motors and small steel tubes to make this work. Small steel tubes, motors. Hopefully I can make that work. I think I can. Let me go ahead and heal while I'm over here. One built, 2 built. Get that. Oh, I need bulletproof glass, but that's all right. I'll be able to work around that until I get back to that. These 2 things are built, so I can build the cryopod now. I need to make sure it's facing the correct way. That's there. That's there. Get that started. Okay, so I need bulletproof glass, display, computer cones, bulletproof, oh, lots of bulletproof glass. Okay. And now I've forgotten everything except for the bulletproof glass and the and displays. Bulletproof glass and displays. Bulletproof glass. I think I just said bulletproof. I don't think that's enough glass. Didn't I make a bunch? Yes, I did. I think I built a bunch. Okay, I think I should be okay on the bulletproof glass and displays. I just gotta remember what the other thing was, but that's okay. That's enough to get these conveyors built. Or conveyor tubes, I should say. Oh, computers. Well, that makes sense. Computers. And these are all built, so I just need computers. Gotta build some computers. Well, I don't need to build computers. There's computers. That's entirely 171. I think that'll handle it. Probably. Maybe. I get the feeling it should work. So that's there. And that's there. Alright. So we got the cryopods. And they're working. So I can jump in there. And I can see my face out of the thing. Isn't that cool? There's something weird going on outside. I'm not coming out. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, cool. Oh, you know, actually I have a question now that I'm thinking about it. It was, Jada put on a helmet. Hmm, interesting. Oxygen low, high. Cool. When it refills your oxygen while you're in here. Keeps everything life support, full life support while you're in here. That makes sense. It makes perfect sense, actually. I said actually instead of actually. I said actually. Okay, so that's first project down for right now. Second project is going to be a little bit more complicated, as what I'm going to do is build a station. I'm not going to add to this, it's just not going to be as effective on building it on the ship as it would be for me to build this entirely separate station for oxygen farm. Need to build an oxygen farm. It's been a lot of controversy over the oxygen farm, and actually I need steel plates. And you know, I understand to a degree, but you know, if you stop and you think about it, the problem with not having an oxygen farm is eventually, if you have a stationary base, eventually you're going to run out of resources, or your resources are going to become so remote, I should say, that you're going to basically be spending all of your time shuttling ice to your station to keep it oxygen filled, you know, because it's going to be so far away that it's just going to start killing the gameplay. And that's, I think, why they needed the oxygen farm. And I think it's a good addition. I really do. Unless you want to add like carbon dioxide and everything, and then you still run the risk of running out of oxygen if things go wrong. And I think it would probably be a mistake, although you never know. Space Engineer team has done a amazing job, and they could do a good job of like adding carbon dioxide and being able to take. Now, the one thing I can see that would be a benefit from carbon dioxide is they can make maybe planets that are like their atmosphere is like carbon dioxide, and you know, not breathable, but it's still another form of atmosphere, and I think that would be cool. But I still have mixed feelings about whether or not it would be interesting. So I'm gonna build a station around here somewhere. But I want to keep it separate because I just don't want to keep... you know, I don't think... if I cram any more in there, it's not enough space. And it wouldn't be as effective. It really wouldn't be. I have a version on Steam of this that has oxygen farms all the way, you know, all over the thing. Of course, it was kind of not that great of placement because of restrictions to building this thing. Okay, let me start getting this station built. All right, where's the sun? The sun's over there. Okay, let's get this party started. But anyway, but even with all of this, the space farms on there, it's very ineffective. You have to build a lot of these things for it to be efficient. I mean, really, I'll have to build a lot of them. And unfortunately, and I think it was really something that was necessary. And I want to make this into a full station with life support, cryopods, and everything. But its primary function will be an oxygen farm, as well as I want to build it next to an asteroid, so it has that asteroid as a resource. That way I can also run ships. I need to build a pressurized, you know, some small pressurized hangars, not like the carrier. So first I'm going to build a platform, and I still have no real mind as to exactly what I'm going to build. I'm just getting started at the moment. Alright, so... But what I was saying was, you know, I feel like the oxygen farms really fill a playability, a necessity. Because without it, I just feel like you'd lose the gameplay. You wouldn't be able to engineer anymore. It would be a pure survival game. And, you know, the biggest part of this game is engineering. So if you're too busy surviving to engineer, then you kind of lose that key feature, that necessary feature of the game. And if you're constantly trying to harvest ice, and you love the feature of oxygen the way I do, I just feel like you'd eventually you'd be too busy trying to survive all the time. And there's already a lot of hazards in this game as it is. You can get killed by accident all the time. Very, very easily get killed. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents, or 3 cents, or 4 cents, or no sense. I might not be making any sense at all. Yeah, I'm just saying. Alright, so I'm building this platform. I need to put gravity on this platform as well. My problem is I'm just realizing that I might have made it a little bit too close to these ships. No, I should be able to not get stuck in the gravitational pull of each other. They shouldn't interfere with each other's gravity. Gravity, not gravitate. If they are, I can always move those ships, hence the reason why they're ships. Oh. Alright, so I gotta figure out exactly... I'm probably gonna have the outer edge... I'm probably gonna do the outer edge over here, and probably build the oxygen farm over here. But I'm also gonna need a solar array to generate enough power so I'm not dependent on a nuclear reactor. But for right now, I'm gonna try to build a nuclear reactor, and it'll be dependent on a nuclear reactor, but you know, eventually I'll get it up to where it's solar independent and stuff. So now I've got an entirely new project of building a station, which is good. Oh, I ran out of steel plates. Carrier was something that I already had when I started the match. I threw a game this save, threw it in there. So that's always been there. Although the endurance was something I built from a blueprint, from one of my blueprints. This will be just basically, this is going to be purely functional. I don't see anything in space. I'm alone. Completely alone. You know, the first exploration ship, well, cargo ship I saw, no, actually it was an exploration ship. No, it was the encounter. Whatever, it was one of those drifting derelict ships that went by. I was just sitting on a platform in one of my earlier games, and suddenly a shadow went by the platform, and I look up, and way off in the distance, I see something moving, and I was like, okay, what is that? And well, so I flew out and got to it, and it was one of those derelict ships. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Back when I was very, very first starting playing this game. I need to activate all the weapons on here. I'm just worried about trying to activate all those weapons, because so far, every time I've activated the weapon systems have not taken a liking to that thing, the Predator. Every time I've turned this system on, it's always turned its weapons on them. Okay, so what was it I was going to... It's probably going to have to build multiple oxygen farm, arms in order to make this work, actually, because of how inefficient oxygen farms are. Okay, hold on. Now that I've got this, let me get the, do I have that on any of these, actually? I might. No, I don't. Well, here, I'll just put it on my central one. Back here. Didn't I add... Well, I should probably add a full med bay. Yeah, I'll put it in front. Place the cryo tubes. What do I need in order to make this work? Interior plates first, so I can build the base level. Then I'll go get the... move all the parts from over here, over to there. This will work. So to figure out where the med bay is. There it is, right there. Sorry, Medbay, I need all of your parts. All of them. Every single one. No, I'll have to come back. Not enough space. Oh, I gotta be careful, I don't want to die. Oh, I keep forgetting I don't have power or gravity on here yet. All right. I'm sure this will get moved eventually. Well, I don't know. I might actually just build a room around all of this. Oh, my energy is low. Speaking of that, my oxygen is also low. Let me get to the endurance is large cargo container. Actually, you know what? Where I'll build this large cargo container? We'll build it underneath, since this is going to probably, in the end, this will be a multi-floor building, so it can go underneath the platform, because there will eventually be a second floor. I'm not just going to build a one-floor station. That would be silly when I can build in 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, 6,000 floors. Actually, I really don't want to build a 6,000 floor station. It would take a long time. Alright, let me finish this antenna, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Because really, I just wanted to show you what I was doing, and then, you know, bring you in on some of what's going on, and hopefully I'll get some more multiplayer stuff videos to bring you, because I really do think they're more interesting than watching me go around on my own trying to build things. Still, I want to bring you, I play a lot of Space Engineers. It's really, it's turned into one of my 3 most favorite titles, well, 4 really most favorite titles. Because, of course, everybody who's been watching me for a while knows, of course, that Total War is definitely one of my top favorites ever. And then, of course, now Space Engineers is one of them. Oh, I need to go charge my battery. And the other ones are, let's see, what did they say? Elder Scrolls series. I love the Elder Scrolls series. It's the same thing with Total War. I love the Total War series, Elder Scrolls series. And then I like Space Engineers and Minecraft. I know it's kind of an interesting combination between all those games, but they're just my favorite games. So anyway, I'm going to go and stop this video now, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you weren't completely bored by everything I was doing. So yeah, again, I'll try to hopefully get you some multiplayer videos to go. And thank you for watching.